Okay, well, I don't say you want to try me because all that. Hey, no, baby. I don't say you want to try me because to hold you down. You know what I'm saying? Of course. Well, the one day to go and who I bought the number, well, you know, she was like, yeah, I was waiting for your call, you know, why, you know, like, why you delayed to call me, well, you know, so, you know,
What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the voice of XX Adventure, reaching you guys all the way from West Africa, Nigeria to be precise. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day out there. So just give me a minute guys, let me prep my environment and we will be heading on to while we're here. Okay, just so you knew and you came across this live stream, this is actually FX Adventure. Everything we do here is Forex, financial market. So we basically spend most of our time doing live streaming around Forex major pairs, Euro USD to be precise. And I want to welcome you guys to an awesome afternoon over here. Alright, so without wasting further time, we will get straight to while we are here, which is on the chat. We'll be spending most of our time here on the chat, and we'll be using here also. This is not a promo video, but I'll be using excellence on this one. So yeah, I want to start with saying a wonderful afternoon once again to you guys. If you guys are already there, you can start by helping us with the welcome culture by hitting a like on the video while we gradually get into while we're here. Okay. Well, currently I don't think I have much viewers, but I believe I just need to keep going. Well, yeah. So this afternoon what I'm looking at for Euro USD, as you can see right there on the chart, is nothing out from what the market does. Okay, I'm in between having a sell or a buy, and I'll give you my reasons why. We have a level we identified here in our previous live stream. You mean anybody that is watching live, if any, that was in that stream would remember we had that drawing there, and that is the liquidity we see above that I would think the market is trying to reach. But this is basically me coming up with a bias, because it's always good to have a bias in the market, and alongside that pretty much have some level of control over your bias. All right, so what brings about the control right now is how you navigate the market. And for you to navigate the market, you need to have some set of rules that helps you to sort of be guided in decisions and the things you do in the market generally. Okay, Yeah, I see your chat. I see you, Ekechuku. Okay, well, actually, I have a Discord channel where I have awesome minds and community that I'm trying to build for people that has like minds centered around forex trading. And yeah, basically what we do in the group or in the channel, as the case may be, is we share knowledge, ideas, and also if there is any trading opportunity we see or would think is going to be beneficial, we always live stream it, and that is what gave about this live streaming section that you guys are seeing here. So if you are new and you are just coming across our channel, what I would recommend is for you to subscribe and turn on the notification. And the reason is that we don't pre-schedule the live streaming sections. We only come live when we have a good probable setup for us to take. So in order for you not to miss out in those sections, the best thing you can do is, at least subscribe, turn on the notification, so that whenever we come live like this, you'd most likely get a notification for it. And also you'd also see it on your feed. So that's how the algorithm works. So, but yeah, just wanted to say that. So Ekechiku, I'll drop the link to the Discord for you to join the Discord in the description of this video, and also drop it on the comment section. Let me drop it in the chat. Let me just drop it in the chat. I think that would also be good. All right, just give me a minute to get that, and I'll drop it on the chat section. There you have it. There you have it on the chat. There you have it on the chat, Ekechiku. You can take it from there. So yeah, back to why we are here. Which is Euro USD. So what are we looking at for Euro USD? So based on my strategy, so you'll be hearing me use the word strategy a lot here. And for the guys that have been joining me right from last month up till now, it's not a new thing whenever they hear me use the word based on our strategy. Okay, so our strategy is basically some set of rules we have. We came up with those set of rules based on knowledge gathering, backtesting data, following patterns, and trying to understand some consistencies in the market, and around it also building out a systematic or mathematical approach to it, because trading is not all about the technicalities that people talk about: higher highs, higher low, this, that, fair value gap, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I'm not saying those are not necessary, they are good, but what will make you profitable is how you manage your risk. So that's the thing about that. How do you manage your risk? How do you manage your order? How do you manage the capital or the money using, taking those trades? So those are the things that actually make you profitable, not necessarily your higher highs and higher lows. So whenever you hear me say strategy, it encompasses all of this. And yeah, if you're wondering, okay, what do I mean by that? It's just as simple as picking out something that works and see how you can build around a mathematical or statistical method by which you can use a particular setup and make yourself profitable in the market. So I'm not here trying to say a lot. I know I have my humble experience, and I have my goal and things that I would want to, levels that I would want to reach when it comes to my Forex career. And that's even part of what made me to start off this adventure. And regardless of trying to cage myself or hide myself, I decided that I think the best way for me and the best way that I figured out that I'm good at doing this is whenever I'm exposing myself, because it helps me to grow, have responsibility, and also be accountable. So why am I saying all this? I'm saying all this because it's not necessarily just me talking. I believe if anyone that really wants to learn how to trade, or even in any career path at all you would want to launch into, that sharing some of my humble experience will either encourage or motivate someone out there. I'm not saying I've not arrived, but I know I'll be there. I have the conviction, and it's not coming from any other standpoint. It's just me having rigorous backtesting, me spending time being consistent, and regardless of all the losses and the wins, which anybody that have been joining me from last month till now would understand that there are times we have losses and there are times we have win. But the goal is that you need to build out something that can last. You need to build out a strategy that you can trade anytime, any day, regardless of the outcome. I know it's difficult because we are humans, and it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy to be a human, actually, because we are very interesting beings. So me saying this, I just remembered what happened yesterday in the live stream. We saw an opportunity of a trade. I think a couple of guys that was joining live at that time joined the trade. I had the call. I knew the call was a high risk call, and due to the fact that I just wanted to take a trade, I ended up forcing in the trade, and it was a mess. It was very funny. I was angry with myself. I'm not gonna lie. At the point I made that call, but after that, I find it very very amazing that someone would see something that is obviously not in line with what you are looking out for, just because of FOMO. We ended up taking that trade. And even before we took that trade, I made mention and I said, this is FOMO. It's just very, like, I had to go listen to the live streaming all over again. And I could hear myself talk to myself saying this is FOMO. And at the end of the day, I still ended up taking that trade. It's crazy. So my point is, don't feel like you're invisible. We are still humans. And although, with that said, I think we also accounted for it, because at the time we made that call, I remember I made mention that we need to size down our position because of the fact that it's high risk. And yeah, so as it may be, I sized down my own position, and it was good. At the end of the day, I don't think I had to beat myself up that much, because we accounted for it. Assuming we did not account for it, what we would have done was, trade with all of our intended, amount for the day, and that would have been bad. All right. So yeah, And another thing I would like to make mention is, if you have any currency pair you would like us to look at, please feel free to use the chat section and drop it, and we would look at it together right here. So yeah, that's that about that. So for me, based on what you guys are seeing on the chat, let me give you guys an idea of what I want to do. All right, let me give you guys an idea of what we want to do. I'm trying to get to my chat. Okay, so the point here is that my strategy is actually saying that we should sell this market. So if I want to sell this market, the most likely step that I would want the market to do is to trade up. All right. For the guys that have been joining my live stream, they know that there are times my strategy will say something, even I myself wouldn't want to do it, but due to the fact that my strategy says I should do that, I would end up doing it because that's the only way. I'm not trading anything outside my strategy. I tried it yesterday. I got wrecked. Market dealt with me and dealt with anybody that took that same trade with me yesterday. Just because we stepped out, immediately we stepped out of our strategy, we got punished dearly for it, which is good. Very, very good. It was quite unfortunate, but I think we needed to get that loss to remember not to try to step out of our strategy ever again. All right. So back to today's plan on what we want to do. What I want to do is to sell. Okay. And why do I want to sell? Is because of my strategy says so. Okay. But if you tell me what I myself want to do based on what I think the market has been trying to do all the week, starting from Monday. This was Monday. This is Monday here. This was around Monday. Okay. Since Monday, price has been trying to go back to this high here. See that high there? Let me zoom in so you see it. You see that the next level, the next ultimate liquidity. This is it here. That high is what I feel price is trying to do for this week. And today is Friday, and today being Friday means is the ending of the week. All right. So for me, I honestly think that what price wants to do is to try to take out that liquidity before next week, or even if it's not before next week, at least try to raise up to that point so that maybe in the beginning of the week they will take it out. That's my own human fundamental approach to it. But technically, based on the strategy I've used in doing my back testing, based on the strategy, I'll look at that for you. We'll look at Euro, Aussie dollar, and we'll look at that right about now. I hope I get you guys charts on time. So sometimes I'm looking at the at price. So yeah, I only see the chart when I have to come back to my YouTube live. So apologies if I don't respond on time, but keep it coming. I would want us to keep it as interactive as possible. So I appreciate that. So if you have any pair you still want us to look, drop it on the chat. We will take our time to. All right, my network got cut off a bit there. Very shitty network. I hope you guys can still hear me. All right, so back to what I was saying. So let's run up with Euro USD. Then we would have a quick look at Euro Aussie dollar. All right, so like I said, if we take out that high, let me have Let me clean up this chart. This chart is becoming messy. I'll clean this up. If you can see those white dotted line, I just added an alert there. So the point is, whenever market goes above that, I get notified on that. So yeah, so what I'm looking out for is if price takes out this high, I'm going to put it right up there so that we don't miss it. Take out the high. We'll look at how price trades down for confirmation. So that's the price level there. So if we are able to see price take out 1.16919, you can put it at 900 there, about there. Then we can look at how price trades, either they want to reverse or keep on going up. That's what we'll be looking out for on that green level there. And why do I think it might be possible? So now I'm going to build up some story to back up our claim. So if we need to look at how price has been gradually trading up since midnight. I think this was from yesterday actually. Price started this upward movement, as you guys can see, and price has been pretty much been trading up, and that's the trend line that you see that I dropped right there. So we can use that to also dubiously speculate. And another thing we can do is if we come over here, you will see that blue line there. The blue line you see there is the 100 EMA line, whereas the gray one is the what do you call it, the 21 EMA line. So currently you can arguably say that the market is in a bullish zone, which is fair, okay, which is fair, because the only reason I'm saying that is you can see that price is currently trading both above the 100 EMA line and also above the 21 EMA line, and that is enough to say that the market is bullish. And also, if you see the trend line the market has been using to crawl up, you can see that it's upward, which means the market is currently trading up. Now what are we looking for? We are looking for swing highs. Remember, what price is always looking out for is liquidity. All right, so we have a swing high here that the market is here to take out. We have another one here. Market has not yet taken all these swings out. All these things you are looking at a bunch of liquidities that the market is looking for. And like I tell you guys, price is always doing two things. All right, it's either is looking for a liquidity to grab, or is looking for fair value gaps. Those are the two things price are always aiming for. So this liquidity that I pointed out here is what is making me feel like there is still more buy that is going to come into this price. Okay, but remember, like I told you guys, that is what I feel. But when I talk about the strategy I've backtested and the one that I've been using for quite a while now, is saying that I should look out for a sell. So that's what is now making me in between two options, and I have to pick one. So what do I have to do? I can come up with stories to support both my buying bias and my selling bias. Okay, this might sound contradictory, but it's a thing. Okay, and there are two ways to go about it. I can go and start looking at the higher time frame to gain a more holistic view of what I think price is doing, but at the same time, based on my own personality and my own persona as a person, if I start going through different time frames, I get confused. So I like using one time frame, focus on that time frame, back test on that time frame, get used to that time frame, get acquainted to how price moves in that time frame, and focus on that time frame. So that's why you see me, I spend much time on the 15-minute time frame, because that is exactly what's the word now? That's the exact um time frame that I like trading with. Okay, so that's that about the 15-minute time frame. So sorry, I had to digress a little bit. So the story I can come up with now to support my strategy is I can only look out for a sell if price trades up first. Okay, I like price to trade opposite of what I want to do. That's the best way I like price to do. Then on the other side, if I still want to stick with buying this market, which is me now stepping outside of my strategy and me now trading based on my own fundamental understanding of what price is doing, what I'll be looking out for is for prices to trade down. Okay, they should trade down into this trend line, then give us a reversal pattern that we can enter to continue going up. So that those are the two things we can do right now. Okay, the first one is if we want to go for a sell, we would want price to trade up. And if price is trading up, it's also important to take note of what price is doing while they are trading up. So if price is trading up slowly, gradually, then that means there is possibility that they are building up liquidities that they would want to take out. But if price is moving so quick and fast, it means that there is high volume, high momentum. There is no need to be looking for a reversal at that point, at least in my own opinion. I'm not a professional trader, but in my own personal, humble experience and opinion, I don't think you should be trying to short a market that is moving with high volume, velocity, and volume. Okay, so the only thing we can look out for, remember I said if we trade up first, we can look for a sell. And if we are selling the market, we can fall into two categories. We can fall in the category of reversal, or we can fall into the category of a correction. So either of the two is going to be a sell. So if the sell is going to be a pullback, we will fall into that category. If the sell is going to be a reversal, we will fall into that category. So that's the two options we have if we trade up. If we trade down, we have two options. That we have only one option, which is we are expecting them to do the pullback, then we enter for the continuation. So that is the plan for this particular price pair that we are looking at, which is Euro USD. All right. Jekali said I should have a look at Euro USD. I hope he's still on the call, so I'll just quickly have a look on Euro Aussie dollar and see what's going on right there for him real quick. So I'll be looking at this on the 15-minute time frame, and maybe if you want any specific time frame, you can also let me know on the chat, so that way I can be accurate with what I want to do for you. So feel free to drop any time frame if you have any in mind. But okay, J Khalid, this is one. This one is for you. And so on this one, we'll start with what happened overnight and what we expect is going to happen this morning, or this afternoon rather. Well, for starters, I think Euro Aussie dollar has been ranging for quite a while since Thursday. Around Thursday, we can see price trading in something that looks like a range here. Okay, on something that looks like a range here. On the other side, I think the same sell is what I would want to sell also on Euro Aussie dollar. Looking at the holistic view of what I see here. Wait, let me see. A lot is going on here. Okay, okay, you see, okay, okay, okay. See here, took it down, up, came here. What's going on here? Here is a total range, ranged, came here, took it out here, traded up. Now they started another range. I love the way Euro Aussie dollar is trading. It's actually doing accumulation manipulation. That's exactly what they've been doing. But I think they are using it almost coming. Let me be sure. They ranged this one, come and took it out here. It went up. Now they started another range from here. It took it out here, came back down, swipe it up again. All right, so what I can do, what we can look at here, we can build up some speculations on this Aussie dollar right now, because I see majority of the Aussie dollar for the past series of price actions I see here, they are basically ranging, but inside that range they are doing other ranging and also doing manipulations inside of them. So if you can grab a very good trend break, you would most likely get something good. So what I would say, my own personal opinion on Aussie dollar right now, we have this up here, another range, but it's a little bit bigger, up again, another range, a little bit bigger, up again. So what I would look out for actually is I'll be hoping for a sell. And it's crazy now because right now it seems like even what I'm seeing here is also similar to what I'm also seeing on Euro UXD, but it's not similar price action because I think Euro Aussie dollar has more ranging in them compared to Euro UXD. So what I can advise is still the same step on what I envision on Euro USD, which is allow price to trade up for them to take out the liquidity that they build here. It's very important they take that out. Once they take it out, then you can now look for a reversal pattern wherever they want to form it from there to take out, to shut it back down, to take out all these accumulations that they build up here. At least your main TP should be around here. If you're looking to sell, aim for this TP for the Aussie dollar. All right, then that's what I would envision for this guy. Currently you can see the market is trying to trade up, but if they start taking, if they start trading down, then I don't know. I don't recommend that because we need them to trade out. So two things are going to happen once they trade up. So if they trade up, what it means is that they are giving you more space, or rather more room for movement. Okay, if the market should reverse from here now, let's assume that market reverse from where it is now. Okay, it means you'll be making, maybe your TP is here, your stop loss is here. It's reasonably okay. I think it's 2-1. All right, but why I would want them to take out this high is because the market has been ranging. It's a ranging market. So I think whenever they want to range, they would most likely want to destroy the last high that they have in order to stop people out before the main entry comes in. All right, I might be right, I might be wrong, but most times that's what price does. Okay, so you can allow them to trade out this high, then you can look for entry anywhere from the top here to shut it back down. Then if you are shutting it down, what you should be looking out for is this main low. That's what you should be aiming for. You can also take out partial profits around here. around these lows also, depending on your risk to reward that you are trying to aim for. But for me, the overall look on euro Aussie dollar on the 15-minute time frame is the market has been ranging, and currently the market is 15 is okay, fine, J Kali. Yes, so yeah, that's my overview on what I think is going on euro Aussie dollar. So you can look out for that high, take it out, then look for a reversal that will bring the price right back down. So that's my humble opinion on that. It's not financial advice. I always say that. I believe everybody that is here knows that trading is a risky game, and I'm not legally binded to give legal advice on what you should use your money to do. All this the video I'm doing here is for entertainment purpose. Just want to put it out there, so nobody should go and sue me. All right, so yeah, and yeah, so you can also use this to speculate. This is for J. You see that trend line there? That's the trend line that the price has been obeying for quite a while now, and you can see a very nice interesting point. You can see the market tested here first. Where is this, my drawing? Market tested here, one. It came here also. We have another test here, two. We have another test here, three. And whenever you see this kind of build up, you see a trend line and price is respecting that trend line. Price is only telling you that this trend line is valid. I know that this trend line exists. That's what price is telling you. Price is actually agreeing to you, saying, do you see this trend line? Yes, I know about it. I am following it. So if you, assuming you saw these two drop first, assuming you got this first drop, let's say you missed this one because this is when it started, so you cannot really have that confirmation here. Maybe you saw the second time, two points is already respected. That means if you targeted this third one, you would have been most likely right. You would have had a very sweet entry here, because assuming you had this trend line 1 2, I'm not saying this is casted on concrete. It's not always like this. Trust me, it's not always like this. But there is always consistency in the market, that even if it's not always like this, there is higher chances of that thing happening. All right, price is not random. Price is actually very deliberate, and they know where they want to go. That is my own take. I don't think price is random. Price is not random. They know where they are going to, and they are deliberately going to that place, either by manipulating people or by actually playing on the actual price structure. So my point is, you see the first point, the second point, this third point. Market, you see, market respected it. Do you see that buy that came in? Very nice buy. If you entered there, would have been a good buy, would have been an interesting buy. All right, and now you can see it's back into that trend line, and you can see some rejections coming into the market again. So let's use this thing as an example, this price that we are seeing here. Remember what I told you guys. If we should sell, assuming, okay, let's use the previous price here. I want to point out something now to you guys. This trend line is showing you that for the past, since Thursday till now, euro Aussie dollar is bullish, because you can see higher lows are being formed. But even in this bullish trend, there are still bears that are still eating money. Anybody that short the market from here, this up down to that trend line, made profit. Anybody that sold the market from here down to this trend line still made profit. Anybody that short the market from here down to this trend line still made profit. Now you can see they are making another move. What's the next thing you want them to do? It's very simple. You can even look at the previous price and see what the price has been doing. If they create a high, they come to the trend line. Immediately they take out that previous high that they created. they come back to the trend line. Immediately they take out that high that they created, which is here. Now they came back to the trend line. What do? You wait. Let them take out this high again. Same pattern, same move. Take out this high. Let them give you the reversal. You come back to the trend line again. You make your money. Simple. That's why I said you can fall into two categories if you're selling. If you're selling, you can fall into the category of pullback. If you're selling, you can fall into a category of a complete reversal. If it's a complete reversal, then it's most likely be looking like this. It means if price should trade up, take it out, they will trade down, break this trend line, test this trend line, and now market will enter into full-fledged sell. So this is my view on Aussie dollar. Those are the two best options. Those are the two options you have. So for me, I think the best option is to wait for them to swipe this high, look for a reversal, then short the market from that reversal. Two things are going to happen. Either the market comes to this trend line, and by the time the market is reaching this trend line, you must have seen a substantial amount of profit. You can decide to take your TP there, or you can decide to hold. If they are able to break that trend line, then there is more probability that you can now see a test for a continuous selling to take out the liquidities that you saw that they built up. Because remember what I tell you, price is always looking for two things: fair value gaps or liquidities. Those are the two things price are always looking for. So that's my view on Euro Aussie dollar for you, Jay. If you guys have on that page you would want me to look at, feel free to drop it. I would help you look at it. And for the guys that are in the video, you love what we do here, please like the video. We always do this live streaming whenever we see setup in the market, so it will be good to subscribe, turn on the notification, so whenever this live streaming starts you can always get notified, or either ways you can see it on your feed and you can always join in to enjoy the trend. On the other side, let's head back to our Euro USD. I think I spent more time here, and the alerts I set on Euro USD has already been triggered. So I just need to get back there to see what we have going on there. Okay, so that means we swiped up first, which is okay. And this is crazy. It's just crazy. This is correlation for you. You see similar setup that is going on here. We see a very nice accumulation coming in here. Let me zoom in properly to see what's going on here. Okay, we have a swipe of that high, although it's quite small. It's quite small, but it's still a swipe. If we draw a line on that, you can see the swipe there. That's the swipe there. You can see that that's little wick that protruded above it. That's okay for us. And price, that little thing you see there makes a difference. Don't think that it doesn't. Don't feel like it's too small that it doesn't make any difference. It does make a difference. So what we want now to do is to see them take out the low and close below it. So I'm going to remove this. Mind you, this is not financial advice. Mind you, there is possibility that we'll take this trade and we'll still lose it. This is not the first time, but the good thing about any trade that I'm taking is that once the trade is in line with my strategy, I don't feel bad even if it's not a win. I don't feel bad even if it's not a win. I don't feel bad. Okay, so two things are involved. Now remember I told you my strategy said I should sell, which for some reason I don't think I should, because of how I think that we still have liquidity lying above that I think market would want to take out. But I am someone that is bounded to obeying my strategy. Okay, so if the setup is complete and is showing me a sell, I will jump on it, regardless of whatever I think, or regardless of the otherwise reason that I may have not to take it. I just have to take it because my strategy says I should take it. And I wouldn't want to be in a situation whereby if my strategy said I should take something, I would have the power to say no. Because once you start introducing that, you've already started messing up with the the whole conviction and the whole discipline. All right. So before, if you start making excuses for a small thing, you start making excuses for big things. And before you start making excuses for big things, you will get lost. And what I mean by you get lost, you might get to the point that you don't even know what is even that your original strategy. So it's very, very good to keep it simple. Make sure you trade around your strategy. Make sure you trade around your strategy. Don't trade anything outside of it. Even if your strategy is giving you series of losses, keep on going. Keep on going, because there are phases in market. Okay, there are phases in the market. While I'm saying this, I just noticed these red bars. So these red bars means there is news around the corner. There is news around the corner. We have news around 130, around that line you see there. So the next candle will be having a news around 4. Okay, so the good thing is that we already swipe up, and now we have news coming in. Okay, let's assume that my strategy was right and we want to trade this news. What do you think we should do? Let me stop asking this question, because this was the question I asked yesterday and I ended up taking a trade that I shouldn't have. Well, I'm not going to do anything. We'll see what the news has to do. If the news goes in our direction, then we can look for an entry depending on how far the news took the market. So if the news takes the market so far that we can't enter, it's fine. We'll keep our money. Price will keep price. All right. We'll leave market alone. Everybody will go home with their money. But if the news should go in our direction and we see an opportunity to take an entry, of course, we will all take an entry. And hopefully, we would be profitable today. I really want to be profitable today so I can make up for that yesterday's loss that I took. That yesterday's loss was very, very avoidable, but it's okay. It's okay. You guys can still keep it coming in if you want me to look at any other pair for you while we wait. I'm highly welcoming that. All right, and remember to subscribe, and so we can build up this community together and see how far we can go in this adventure into forex trading. All right, and for the guys that joined me from last month was quite interesting and impressive for me. We closed the month in profit. That was very nice, and all the records for the trades are in the spreadsheet. I actually keep record of my trades, and everything is in the Discord channel. So if you want to join, I think I have the link in the chat. If you don't see it, you can let me know and I will reshare again. Okay, so what level are we looking out for right now? If markets, we'll be looking out for that green level there. Will be nice to see a break and close below this line. We have less than 2 minutes to go before the news drops. We'll see what the news will do around that time. This trend line, I think maybe I should leave it. Let me just leave. I don't like my chart to be messy. It's getting messy. Even with all these extra drawings, it's getting messy. So I'll remove this line first. We have less than a minute to go right now. News will be coming up around that time. I don't even know what news that is. That is retail sales. I don't think this is going to carry much volume, but let's see. Let's see what news has for us. Less than 40 seconds to go for that particular candle to completely print. If you have friends, family, well wishers, people that you feel like are going to be interested, you can share the link with them. They can join the group or also join the channel. What do we have? 2, 3, 1, 0. Okay, nothing is happening. Nothing happened. This is very, very nonsensical news. Is this one? This news is not. It's not newsing at all. It wasn't like anything happened. It's just normal candle move. I knew this one wouldn't carry much volume. I think they say it's retail sales, something, something, something. We have another news that will be coming up much later around 3. Michigan consumer sentiment, blah, 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 blah. Okay, nothing much happened. We are still ranging. There's nothing serious going on here. Like I said, it would be nice for them to close below that line, and not only closing below it, they need to close below it. Then we can, okay. So if we are to take this trade, ideally, for the guys that have been joining my live stream, they already know the drill, okay? And the drill is that I like that sell-off. That sell-off is coming in, but there is still time. We still have like 13 minutes to go. Remember, this is 15-minute time frame. We still have like 13 minutes to go. You can see we are currently testing that trend line. That trend line that we drew from when the market started that up move. That's the trend line right there. You can see how the market is reacting around there. But what we are most interested in is for them to close below that line, that green line we have there. Then from there we can now think of what's going to happen. Then another thing that will be good is if they can break that trend line and close below it, that will increase our chances of of having to sell off the market. That will greatly increase our chances. Then on the other side, if the opposite happens, then maybe I might want to buy. I'll be tempted to buy. But I already made a promise that I will not trade outside of my strategy, so I'm not going to do that anymore. And if I should do that again, that's not I'm not being a good teacher anymore. It means I'm going against what I'm setting out for myself, which is a recipe for disaster. The good thing is that we saw the market swipe up. The good thing is that the level we want market to close below, market is currently trading below 8, but we still have a long way to go because we still have a lot of time before this candle completely prints. So while we wait, and waiting is one of the most boring part of trading. Everybody knows that. Everybody that have been joining me knows that. I don't like waiting, but it's something you have to get used to, okay? Because patience is the key. There's no need to rush it. There's no need to rush it at all. Look at that buy. Well, let's allow market to do its thing. Let me go back to my tunes and let me find something subtle that will be good for the soul. Wow, wait. If you have any other currency pair you want us to look at, please feel free, drop it on the chat. We will look at it together right here and now. In the meantime, I appreciate every one of you guys that is joining the live stream. I really do appreciate you guys, and any likes you guys give this video, I give you back the likes, okay? Where is this thumbs up thing? Thumbs up. Yep. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. It's interesting. Let me get down to the tunes, some audio tunes. You feel me? I don't know how this sounds. Sorry about that. I need to go get some H2O. Let me keep myself hydrated. The bulls are, forming Galadima, giving us some interesting buy up here. Nothing to be excited about, to be honest. Then there's something I want to show you guys now, and I want us to look out for it, because like I tell you guys, there are so many ways to kill a bird. So what you're currently looking at on my chart is 15 minutes time frame, and this is the XNS chart, and the EMA lines you see there is actually a 21 and 100 EMA. There's something I noticed yesterday when I was doing my back testing, and I want to show you guys a trick. If you learn it and perfect it and build up an interesting statistical approach to it, I think you will be profitable. I've not been able to trade it or have the mind to convince myself to trade it, because I've not certified it. So I want you to, if you go to your chart, you place 2 EMA lines. Okay, one of the EMA is going to be of 100, then the other one will be of 21. Then I want you to pay attention to what price or how price reacts to those EMA lines. There is actually some consistency that if you're able to spot it, it will give you some nice entry and a reasonable amount of risk to reward. And why I'm saying this is because we are about to experience that in this current price, and it already did. Okay, well, it almost did, but I think it's fair enough to say it did. So look at a pure example here. For any time price is trading in any direction and there is a test on the 100 EMA line, and after that test doesn't mean that the EMA line needs to be broken. It's just a test. It doesn't have to be broken. If it's broken, then whatever I'm telling you is not that. All right, so it's very, very important you pay attention to the details I'm telling you now. The first thing you should look out for is, where is the candle located at? Is the 21 EMA line in that same direction? Did price test the 100 EMA line? If yes, have price switched over in the 21 EMA? If yes, enter that trade. I'm not saying it's 100%. Nothing is 100% in trading. That's why it's always good to have the mathematics part of it covered. So you have to know what risk to reward you are aiming for and stuff like that. But I don't want to digress. I want you to pay attention now to what's going on, to what happened here. Let me see if I can get that drawing so it will be easy, that tool, so it will be easy for me to explain. Where is this thing? Seems like I can't find it. Oh, it's crazy. Just give me a minute. I'm coming, guys. I know there is a tool I can use. It will be very easy for me. Look at it here. So, see, from here, you see market traded up. Remember, the candle is trading below the 100 EMA. Remember, the blue line is the 100 EMA line. The brown or orange line is the 21 EMA line. You see what price did? Price came, tested the 100 EMA line. It did not break above it. Look at it. It just touched it. Okay? It didn't close above it. It just touched it. Then immediately price went below the 21 EMA. You can enter for a sell, and you saw what the market did after. It sold off. I don't know why my drawing is showing like that, but yeah. You saw how the market sold off. Let me drag it closer so you see what I'm talking about. See the test. They did not close above. They did not close above. And what I mean by close above is the candle body. Alright? If you don't know the parts of a candle, then that means you are a complete beginner, and I would recommend you to go watch the beginner video. Alright? But for the guys that know what I'm talking about, you can see that the candle body, which is like the body of the candle, not the wick, did not close above the 100 EMA line, and immediately market rejected and closed below the 21 EMA line. The market sold off. This event doesn't occur all the time. Can you imagine? Look at this reversal. That buy that I'm talking about. So right now, what do you think? Want to go for a buy? If I'm going for a buy, that means I'm trading outside my strategy. But that means I will be aligning myself with the fundamental approach which I wanted, and I think this market is going to buy. So, what do you guys think? See liquidity. There is still liquidity here. There is still liquidity here. But gradually they are selling it off. Well, either ways, we wait patiently. Remember, I told you they need to close below that green line before we enter. So we are still hoping that they close below it. If not, we are not going to do anything, and we are not going to take any decision whatsoever. All right, so I was explaining the concept of using EMA lines to trade. All right, so this is me building up a strategy that I saw in backtesting, although I've not verified it, but I'm just putting it out there. You can use that to do more research on your own and do more backtesting on your own and see how it how that is consistent with the market and how you can incorporate it if you want to. See another place we have similar thing here, although this move was small, but it was still a sell-off regardless. You see the market, not this one closed above, so you don't take this one, but you see how this one came up, tested the 100 EMA line, you wait for it, immediately I need to take this call. Alpha guy, I did on live stream, my bro. Why they laugh, guy? I'm not on mute, guy. You are coming. People are actually hearing you. This is very unprofessional. Yeah, but they around Shade house. All right, I'll check it now. Thank you. Sorry guys about that. It was my friend that called. So, yeah. So I was saying something, right? See, test the 100 EMA. Immediately comes below it. See, immediately closes below it. Not swiping. You see this red candle that closed below it? That's your entry there. You see how the market sold off. You would take your profit. At least this few moves down here is profit. Then you can even go back and look out for more. Okay, look at this one here. This one tested the 100 EMA. Do you see that it did not close below the 21 EMA line? So that's why you see this one did not really work out. And yeah, and remember, like I told you, there are rules that is guiding that. Okay, all right, see this one now. This one is not much, but you can see here, this one is not much, but there's still some clear out there. Okay, you see how the market traded down. Remember, the blue line is the 100 EMA line, the other one is the 21 EMA line. See how this red candle touched it, immediately touched it, it closed back above the 21 EMA line. Very sweet entry. Assuming you are trading this strategy though, this EMA line strategy, you put in your entry, your stop loss will be the low of that candle, your TP will be the body of that candle there. This is even more than 2 to 1. This is about 2.95. So if you're risking $10, you're making about 29, almost $30 on this move here. Yeah, and there are points it doesn't work. So see an example where it doesn't work. You see how this guy came up, tested the 100 EMA line, came here, closed below it. All right. So this is to show you that it's not always rosy, but if you end up looking at this, you will notice that there are more times that it occurs and you see a win compared to the losses. So, but for you to determine that, you need to now go and do your proper backtesting and your proper research around it. Okay, see another sweet example. Oh, look at this bullish sweet example here. Very bullish sweet example. I tell you, sometimes all it takes is for you to spend out time, look at the chart and see some things that are consistent. You see this one here, you see how it traded down. They did not break it, they only just tested it. They did not close below it. Immediately the market traded back above the 21 EMA line. That's your buy there. So I saw this backtesting. I saw this thing from my backtesting yesterday and I'm like, okay, this is not looking bad. It's not looking bad. You know, but the reason why I've not incorporated it in my current strategy is, like I said, I just figured it out. So I need to do more testing and back testing. You see, it happened here. See another place it occurred. All right. See, immediately it touched the 100 EMA line. Once it closes back above it, that's your entry. Once it closes back above the 21 EMA, that's your entry there. You take it. All right. And you can see how that day was a very sweet buy, sweet succulent buy. All right. It's as simple like that. It's nothing much more than that. So, but like you can see, there are times it doesn't work out, but most times if you get it right and the market goes your direction, it's sweet. Look at this one here. Look at this one here. This one is very tricky, but it's still the same thing. Look at this one here. You saw how the market bought above it, but here you don't consider here. Remember what I told you, the 21 EMA line needs to be above the 100 EMA line. All right, and you see immediately the 21 EMA line came above it here. That was when we were having the same test, and that was when we are having that rejection. And you can see, even if you entered, this move is a huge move, but even if you entered from that top, your profit is still guaranteed, or rather you will still see reasonable profit. Your profit is not guaranteed. Losses can come anytime. If you drag this and to give you a risk to reward of 2 to 1, you will see that the market still went there. Let's drag it. So here is the 2 to 1. The 2 to 1 will be around here, around that top there. If we move it all the way, you see, all the way, it came close to it there before it started reversing. So this one didn't actually reach, but you can see you would have made a reasonable amount, at least a reasonable amount. All right, so that's why I'm saying, when I saw this move here, I said, should we buy? This looks okay, but the only reason why I will not buy this is because it might seem like it's the other guys, but it's not exactly the other. Because you see, the market did not test the 100 EMA. It only just came close to it, but there was no contact. But based on what I just showed you guys, there is always important that there is a contact. But you see here, there is no contact. So that's why I will not be tempted to do that. And even if there was a contact, I will not trade it, because like I told you guys, I have not incorporated it in my main strategy. But just wanted to show you guys this thing. You can do, other back testing. Check it out yourself, and you'll see how you'll be wowed how many times that thing repeats itself in the market. And like I tell you guys, there is no other way to do it rather than that. You just have to do your back testing, do your research, find out the things that are consistent in the market, and yeah. So that is it. That's that about that. If you guys like the content we are doing here, please like the video. It's not easy talking, to be honest. I am already stressed out. At this point, you guys will give me a minute. Let me go get the H2 I said I would want to get since. Let me check my message. And yeah, I'm very happy you guys are here with me. And like I said, if you have any currency pair you want me to check out for you, please use the chat section, drop it, and I would gladly look at it. Anybody that joined this live stream and you're still joining till now, I believe you've grabbed something today. I gave you guys one secret. You can make money with your EMA line. You can make money with any strategy. There is no one way, there is no one holy grail to this. It's you to find something that is consistency, then use that thing that is consistency, build up a statistical, systematic processes around it to help you manage the risk that you want to impute into that strategy. That's the only thing. That's the thing that makes the difference. The difference is not how well you know the chart, it's how well can you manage your risk while being on the chart. That's my own humble experience. I might be speaking out of ignorance because I don't see myself as a pro. If I'm a pro, I'll be flaunting maybe my Lamborghini for you guys, or I'll be showing you guys where I'm going to Dubai and doing magical things and living like Kojo Forex, or maybe all those top Nigerian Forex gurus that you guys know. I might mention a few, but I know I've seen their videos. I've seen Benson's video. They buy their Lambo truck and stuff like that. I never reached that point. So if I'm there, obviously you guys will know. But we are gradually getting there. But the good thing is that you need to start right. What do I mean by start right? It's just entails that you should have the the basic knowledge of trading, and that's all you need. Once you have the basic knowledge of trading, the other things you need to focus your energy at is how well to manage your risk, basically. So we can go into details on how you can manage your risk, but if you want me to give you that one, I think you come for one-on-one lecture. You might even have to pay some money. I'll use it to buy good head. I'll eat good head and I'll be happy. So if I'm now giving you the things that you should look out for, or ways you can make your risk management work for you, then yeah, it will be a win-win for it will be a win for you. It will be a win for me, because I'll be eating the ECAU, which is good head, and you'll be learning from me. I'm just joking, don't mind me. So like I said, let me go get water. I'll be back. Give me like a minute. See you guys. I'm here still. If you're here, you are enjoying the video. You are enjoying the video. You never like the video. You are a traitor. I said it. You are a traitor. And I'll sue you. Just joking again. Okay, I'm back. What's 0 USD doing, please? I've been trying to recharge my light bill, my electricity bill, but it's not working for the past 3 days now. It's crazy, and my light is about to expire. All right, this market is not exciting. Well, it's understandable. This is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you guys are. Sometimes it can be boring here, but I appreciate some of you guys that I know that is currently joining live. I can see some concurrent viewers based on the YouTube live I'm seeing here, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. But I would want to throw a question just to poke you guys' mind. I don't know how many we are here, but I know we are very tiny. Maybe one or two people. But yeah, the point I'm just trying to make is I want to know, if you I'm sorry, give me a minute. I need to respond to a message real quick. I have a couple of things I'm actually trying to do, and at the same time multitasking, yeah. Okay, well, first of all, I want to know how many of us here is conversant with financial trading as a whole. Like, I'm not saying that you know or you're a pro, but okay, you know some concept in trading or you've done some reading before. If anybody here, you can notify on the chat, maybe drop an I or anything at all. Just want to know, because my follow-up question is centered around that, so I just need to know if I'm even asking the right people the right question. Okay, so since no reaction in the chat, I feel like nobody has the experience. So, well, that means I can keep my question to myself for now. Maybe when we have people that have actually had experience around that. Ideally, I wanted to ask questions like, what's the decision? What do you guys think we should do? Based on what the my price is doing, stuff like that. We have another news around 3 o'clock. So whatever setup we need to see now, it needs to happen from now till 3:30. Once it's 3:30 and we don't see any setup, we call it a day. I know questions might be coming up like why 3:30 West African time. So I'm saying that because I just feel like majority of my viewers are just from West Africa, but I figured out not majority of my viewers who might be actually from West Africa. So you can do the time conversion yourself, but the time I mean is West African time. That is UTC +1. And what I envision is that if price fails to give us a setup before 3:30, based on our strategy, based on our rule, based on the set of check boxes we have, we should not and we should never be found in any place, in any way, in any manner, in any location trying to take a trade. Whether the trade be it in BTC, whether the trade be it in I don't know, Ghana cedis USD or Naira USD, wherever you want to take that trade in, once it's 3:30, forget it. Go and drink amala or buy coke and bread or something. There is no need taking it based on my own strategy though. All right, so it's not like it's casted on concrete. I know a lot of people that trade till midnight. I actually have another strategy I can teach you guys now. I have a lot of strategy that some that are pertaining to swing trading, some are of scalping approach, like this moving average one I told you guys. Now you can treat it more like a scalp or a swing, depending on how you want to trade it. So the point I'm just trying to say is that there are so many ways to kill a bird. You see that buy that I said, I wanted to use small money to try it out, but I remembered I promised myself that anything outside my strategy today, I will not take it. But look at that buy. I think this is going to give us at least a 2-1, but it's already late. We can't enter now. I'm not saying you should enter. Or do you guys want me to entertain you? I can risk $5 to entertain you guys, just for the hell of it. Just give you guys some emotional sugar rush. Like, we just want to see something happen this afternoon. Or maybe another thing we can do is we can no there's no need. I don't want to be doing demo. I don't even want to be doing anything demo now. It might mess up with my mindset. Like where the market is now, if I go for a buy, I add my stop loss. So I know there was I told you guys about position size calculations and stuff like that, which is good. So you see now from here, I figured out with XNX. Sorry, this is not a promo for XNX though. I figured out from here I can control everything. So once I drag my stop loss, you see how I dragged it. Once I put my stop loss, I can now use this volume. If I'm adjusting it, it will be telling, you will be seeing the price there, how much you will risk based on if I should enter a market order here now. So I can risk $2. Let's risk $2, okay? Should I? Let's do it. I'm just gonna do it for the hell of it. I'm not advising you do this, but the ideal setup here, I'll just buy it. Just this is like $3. All right, I just opened. What's going on? Why is the figure not coming out? Oh, okay, it's because I closed the price. Oh, I see. But at least you guys see that this is going to take, I'll be losing roughly $3 on this trade. I just opened this trade because I wanted to show you guys, just wanted to give you guys something to watch. So, but the main setup is like this though. This is the main setup. All right, so since I'm risking, I'm going to add my TP now. You see how I'm doing this? I'm doing it just by, so if I'm risking 2.77, it only makes sense that I should aim for, I'm risking 2.77, so it only makes sense that I should aim for 5 point something, okay? 5 point something dollar. So we can come here and put 5 point. What I'm doing now is just for entertainment purpose. Like you guys can see, I'm just doing it because I just want to give you guys something to watch, and also I want to try out something and see how that behaves. So let's just keep it here. Double of 2.77. I'm not your mathematician. I'll just do 2.77 plus 2.77. It's giving me 5.54. So anything around 5.54 is okay. I'm aiming for double. Okay, that's 5.53 there. So that place is okay. I'll just modify it. So I'm going to remove this, or rather I'll put this. With this, I want to get the price level that would have been the best if we entered on the actual break above that 21 EMA line. So the 1-to-2 ratio is around there. I'll draw a line. There. I'll remove this so that we can have this. So why you are not seeing the price, if you look here, you see I don't want you guys to see my balance. It's not a lot of money, but I don't want you guys to see my balance. But this is a real account, so I'm using my real money just to entertain you guys. So, but it's not much. It's just small money I'm risking out of it, like $3 or so. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys something to watch, but it's not like I'm giving it out of just the blue or blindly. I have my reasons and I can explain. And the only explanation I can give you guys is that stuff I told you guys about when market tests the 100 EMA, it rejects and all of that. But in this situation, the market did not test the 100 EMA, which is something we shouldn't have done. But outside of it, anytime market trades below the 21 EMA line and comes above it, most times than not, depending on how bullish the market is, there is always a continuation. An example is, you see here is the 100 EMA line, here is the 21 EMA line. You see when the market traded below it and came back up, you see how the market surged up. Another time it traded below it, then came up here. Same thing happened. So, but in this case, it traded down, came back up immediately, but now you can see the rejection is coming in. But this is me now trading against my strategy again. But I'm just doing this one. I'm not going to be angry on this one because It's my decision. I wanted to take it, and I took it because I wanted to just show you guys something to watch. I think that's the only reason I even opened it. There's no other reason, to be honest. Okay, so I have something to look at. We have an entry, but it's just a playful entry. I don't recommend anybody doing that with me, and that's why I'm not giving out much information on that trade. But I believe you guys saw my screen because I can't see the live streaming from here. I'm actually looking at another screen, but I believe you guys saw my screen. So let's see if it's good to buy. Let's see if it's gonna buy, which I doubt if it will buy. Well, if he buys, that would be nice, but I doubt if it will. And my reason for doubting is just because my strategy, remember I told you guys, is saying that I should look out for a sell. And the only reason why we are not yet selling is because, remember I told you guys, we need market to break that low, that green line, and my price is yet to do that. So if price can break that low, then we can look for a possible entry to short the market. On the other side, that $3 I risk right now, I hope nobody took that trade with me. Like I said, that one is just for entertainment. And the funny thing, the good thing is that if they should reverse this market using that big red green candle, or rather in this case in XNS is blue, that would be more confidence or more confirmation for me. Okay, the sell is about coming in. Let's see. Although we still have like 11 minutes on that candle. One of the most interesting things that will happen is if market should break that trend line, I would love it. I would love it, although I'm going to lose that $3 that I just placed now, but that's not my main entry, so I'm not even thinking about it. What I'm more concerned is my main entry, which is if they can break this trend line, and you know all these things needs to happen before 3:30. All right, it needs to happen before 3:30. So, but anything that doesn't happen before that, I would leave it alone. We'll try again next week. Try again next week. So New York section is open now. New York section is open. We are done with okay. No, the overlapping time with New York section now. Sorry about the sound. I'm actually trying to clean up my space. I threw some stuff and I really messed up the floor. All right. The market still hanging on. Our test environment is still hanging on, so we call this the text environment. Our text environment is still hanging on. This is just for entertainment. This is not an actual trade. This is not in any way in our playbook at all. Our playbook is not this. But I came across something like this, and I just want to test it with small money. It's 2.77. So yeah, I can risk that amount. It's nothing. It's something, but it's nothing still. But the point I want to know is if we break this low, remember we still have this low, our low of expectancy. That low is the low. If they take it out and we still have time, remember we need to get the entry on or before 3:30. So anything the price is doing now needs to happen right now before 3:30. Once after 3:30, if we don't see anything, we'll leave it alone. So in the next 30 minutes or so, we'll be having the second and last news that I can see here on the chart for the week. And after that, that would bring about the week to a close. Then we wait for next week for what price has for us. For me, this week has been a little bit here and there, but overall was a good week. Well, let's wait to see what will happen, but we can see the caged man in, and I think if he's coming right back down now, let's see. I'm more interested in my initial plan, which is from my strategy. That's what I'm interested in. Alpha. Do it. What's up, guys? So right about now, I had to mute you guys for a while. I hope that was an actual mute. So if that wasn't a mute, I'm sorry if that's a bit unprofessional, but I'm not sorry. I had my guy came over, so I was having some chit chat. So back to the matters. I saw something on the chat. Forgive me, one brief. I'm just in your chat now. Maybe you sent it a long while ago. So it says stick with the strategy. Okay, I see. You're recommending that we should wait for our main strategy to play out, which is good. So, but I just checked the chart not long ago. Seems like we have some interesting push, but nothing so serious. But remember, we just opened this with a very small account, so it's just for entertainment purpose. It's not a must we'll be here until everything is complete. That is, even if it will go to the TP. So, yeah, even if the thing goes for the TP. Yeah. So what I do think is that we would close the stream maybe right about 3:30 if we don't see a reversal, because the only thing that would make us to sell is a reversal. And so far, the price is not looking like it's reversing anytime soon. Remember, we need the setup to be complete from now till 3:30. We are about the mark to 3 o'clock. We have news around that time. Unless this news trades down, that's the only time we can say we have an opportunity. But for now, I don't think we do have a slight chance of going down. So we would only wait to see what's going on. So for this trade that I have here, that I said I'm going to take it to entertain you guys, is based on the moving average strategy or standpoint, as the case may be. So the point is that we use the moving average based on the swing that was created, and when that candle was forming, I think I took you guys through a short tutorial on how to spot those setup and how to go about it. And for the guys that was in the live stream, I know they picked out something very important today. That's a very valuable point. And if it's something you'd want to venture into or take an adventure on, I would recommend you do your back testing, use that, study it, see how you can enhance it, and also build around it a statistics or some sort of a strategy or a mathematics that will help you to manage your risk to reward. If you want to know how, then you would come for a personal one-on-one talk, then I'll teach you how to do your risk management and all of that. With that said, I'll be meeting you guys one more time. I hope maybe it might be boring because I don't know if you guys can hear shit, or we can also still close the stream. Either ways, anything that works for you guys. But I really appreciate you guys turning up every day. We're doing this together, learning together. And the point is, we want to build a community whereby everybody knows a little of each and everything. Then from there, we'll grow. Then from there, we'll have a very good community of where we share likes, minds, we share trades and ideas. And I believe the end goal is to get to that point where we can see that we are glad that we really took out an adventure into the financial markets, into forex trading as a whole. All right, if you guys enjoy the content, you know what to do. The like button is there. If you're here and you know a couple of other guys that would benefit from this kind of content, you can share the video, and tag a friend. And I have personal space where we do this on Discord, but we've been spending much time here on the live stream. And that's that about that. So for the link to the Discord, I will drop it on the comment. So if you need that, just drop a comment on the video or on the chat also, so we can go about that. So let's get back to the market and see what the news has for us. Okay, I think we're still about 4 minutes to news, so we still have some time to wait on that one. So if you're joining, and we do this every day, this live streaming, we do it every day, every weekdays from Monday to Friday. We do that, and most times it's not pre-scheduled. So what I would want to say is that for you not to miss out in things like this, I would say you pretty much subscribe, turn on your notification bell, so that anytime we go live stream like this, you would get notifications. And also, even if say you don't get your notification, you would always see it on your feed for you to join. And like I said, share the link to anyone that you feel will benefit. I can see some guys joining the group right now. I welcome you guys. J101, touchdown, Mr. Tochi, nice one. You guys are welcome. You guys are welcome. Like I said, most of the interactions we'll be doing will be live here on this channel on FX Adventure. And we try to be transparent. We also record our trades. We have a spreadsheet where we record our trades. And for the guys that have been trading with me since last month, will bear witness around that. And you can ask around. So the link to the spreadsheet, you would find it in the Discord. So if you join, you will see everything happening right there. The links are tags, and if you want to have it also, you can always tag me and I'll make that available for you. Like I said, if you're enjoying the content here, the only thing you can do is just hit the like button, and yeah, let's see what happens. And like I said, I have a visitor, so at this point I'm multitasking, so I'm also pleading with you guys to understand maybe some of the times when I'm not pretty talking much. You know that I'm trying to engage with my visitor, but in the meantime, I love being here and I really appreciate you guys joining. And we are here to make money, but at the same time, this is not financial advice. So if you are trading with your life savings, I would recommend you don't do that. Don't try that. And if you want to venture into trading as full-time, I would recommend you do that when you have turned to a pro. For now, don't do that. Please keep on working, do trading as a side job. This is my personal opinion. I know everybody's coming from different spectrums of life, and everybody have different experience. Sorry. Everybody have different experience. So maybe some of you guys are first sons and daughters of maybe a Dangote or a Buffett, or the rich kinds, or an Elon guy, So yeah, either spectrum you fall in, the point is make sure you manage your risk properly and don't do things that are crazy and things that you can handle emotionally. All right, so yes, that's that about that. And I'll be seeing you guys once we have more setup on this. We have a minute before the news. I promised you guys, let's just stay together and see what the news has for us. But remember that our test entry seemed like we are still in a good position. Let's see what the news has. It's news time. Any move? I think those are these type of news that don't come with much conviction. But we can see some red coming in. No volume, nothing. Well, to be honest, I think we are done for today. I'll be holding this entry. I'll be holding it. If it touchdowns on the TP, I'll be posting the screenshot on the general group. But this is not our main entry. If you'd recall, for the guys that weren't here earlier, if you'd go previous in the video, we had this entry and we just took it just for entertainment. In as much as we took it for entertainment purpose, there was also some thoughts behind it. And I remember I showed you guys the strategy behind it. and yeah, how I came about that. So that's that about that, guys. I would be closing the stream now because I don't think we would get any rejection right about now. Even if we get any rejection, I don't think we would get an entry before 3:30. We have less than 30 minutes to go. Remember, each chart you see here is 15 minutes, so each candle you see here is a 15-minute candle. So that means for us to get a reversal and an entry at the same time on this time frame, we will need at least a 4 candle. The first candle to cause a change of character, the second candle for a pullback, and maybe the third candle for the continuation that the actual reversal have started. And as you can see, that there are more buys coming into this market. And remember, like I told you, the main liquidity that I see that the market is trying to go for the week is still lying above. That's my own fundamental approach to the market, which is what I said earlier in the video, but that's that about that. So with this, guys, I'm going to be closing the stream. This entry is just there, but this one is not with my strategy, okay? This one was based on EMA, exponential moving average strategy, that I pointed out for you guys. And for the guys that were earlier in this video, they would know what I'm talking about exactly. With this, I'll see you guys next week, and wish you guys a wonderful weekend, and be safe out there. Make sure you exercise, keep yourself healthy while you're chasing the money. Also make sure you're chasing health, because health is wealth. I'll see you guys next week. Have a wonderful evening. Bye bye for now.